Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumours about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile. Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. There have been problems with trade, as I'm sure you're aware. However, my associates, through certain channels, are able to bring supplies into Amaranthine. There is some profit in this, and as the ruler of these lands, we believe you are entitled to a cut. Ah, I was afraid you might say that. It is your duty to uphold law and order in your lands, after all. Good day, Warden Commander.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But You said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. Oh, the fact that there are pies around to smell is a step up for me. I've had a pieless existence, more or less. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. I know elves have it bad, but I don't see anyone locking you up just for being what you are. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. See? I knew you understood. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, yeah, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right, look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Too late for regrets. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. ever. It is. It really is. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ha! Yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. Oh, the phylacteries were here. I knew Anders would never be able to resist.
Oh, the way you flatter me.
I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chantry's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
Yeah, now that's the way.
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I suppose there are worse things than being needed. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? Yes, I remember him. You all want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
Something I can do for you, friend? Just Darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Got some mead from the coast on special, and it's not even that bad. We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker!
That would be cheating. Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Greetings. Could I interest you in... Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong. Good-for-nothing lapwits. You let me be fooled! Get rid of this fool!
Any luck with the smugglers? That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key. If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
I heard about you. You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you? Well, it ends here.
That went well, thankfully.
Anything to report? The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
Did we have to come all this way? It's cold here. Very cold.
It's not that cold. The Wardens have been some of our best customers, and they need us.
I miss my shop. This place is so drab. It offends my sensibilities.
Andraste, preserve me. Ah, Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest...
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. we thought that you might have need of an armorer.
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep! Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets. This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh!
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons, stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know. Oh, of course.
Seneschal Verrill has been looking for you. Please go to the throne room. Your vassals await. Commander.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendon Howe's vassals. Now they will be yours. Lieges and vassals are seldom of one mind, Commander. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against him or his heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Do you want something else, Commander? There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, Master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
Edelbreck can't defend his own lands, so he asks the commander to save him.
I admit my lands are ravaged and fortunes diminished, but it's my grain that fills Amaranthine's belly. I only ask that you consider the people, your people, when making your plans, Commander.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
Commander. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish.
You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse-whooping I do for you? A stipend. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend? Sounds like it might have something to do with money. Good enough. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony? Nah, it's okay. I know you think I'm just... Bronca used to collect these little horse statues. Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Gonna go sit down now.
It's good to be all right. The bowing, the social climbers who do anything to get ahead. If you see any stray damsels in distress, send them my way. Regardless, I overheard something. Some nobles were gathered at the alcove. I couldn't hear much. Something must be dealt with. Something all in agreement. Not much to go on, I grant you. But they were being furtive, and I sensed they were trying to remain concealed from you. I believe some of these nobles seek a convenient end to a messy problem. The problem being you. I could paralyze them to search for evidence, but the Seneschal may have more diplomatic ideas.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. I would take this matter seriously, Warden. They know of your capabilities and they're spending a fortune to see their aims fulfilled. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts. Sort of an infamous figure. Caused a load of trouble to nobles in Denerim. They say he fled to the foreign quarter in Amaranthine to escape royal justice. Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost. Loghain and half the kingdom tried to stop you last time. I suppose there's little to worry about. Anything else? As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden. You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Ogren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Ogren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Didn't you say it would be... hot?
We were role-playing.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, alright? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse.
You kept trying to make me into something I'm not. I can't play house like you want me to. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing.
He's always been good at killing. That and making absolutely nug-brain decisions. You had a good thing in the army. They respected you.
Fealty, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Ogren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
I just end up being hit. She's a tiny thing, but packs a surprising wallop. And in this mood, she'd go straight for my danglers. Come on, there's Darkspawn waiting to be killed. Sod it! Nothing. Stubbed my toe. Just one of those days. Actually, it's been one of those weeks. You can say that again. I've just been thinking about Fealty and the Nugget. Didn't do right by them, did I? That's what I like about you. You're honest, like a sock to the gut. I think Fealty knew, even if she never acknowledged it to herself. She knew I could never settle down again. I did once, and, well, you know. Probably. And now I'm here and I'm free. Fealty'll get by, if I know her. But the Nugget, that's got me all torn up inside, Commander. Little one won't understand. Maybe I could visit once in a while, write some letters. That's the least I could do, as a father. And hey, the little one will grow up thinking Daddy's a great hero. Oh, you. Get going before I get misty-eyed. Go on.
Psst. Warden. Horen is content to let me craft away in obscurity under dreadful conditions. Never a care for the art of crafting. But you're not so dreadfully common. Exactly. I want to make wondrous things a dwarf and craftsman would appreciate. If you come across any fantastical materials, could you perhaps visit old Wade?
Wade, what are you about?
Oh, nothing. Remember, fantastical materials.
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. But Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. I knew about my mother and heard my brother might be dead. I suppose I just assumed that Delilah was dead too. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.